So we've got this little truck again here. So putting the wheels on, these Enduro wheels on tyres made a huge difference, especially the brass ones. A little bit of weight on each corner, and it did make a lot of difference, did that when I was driving about. So the next stage or upgrade that I'm going to do is put some new axles on. So the new axles that I'm going to be using are these ones here. So these are MEUS axles. So the ones that I've got are so these are the axles here. So that's the rear. So I've got the plastic housings with them, but this one here's got brass ends on it as well. So there's a little bit of weight in this one. It's going to put that additional weight on. So the good thing about these is the turning. They've got something like 52 degrees, which is a little bit more than the standard. It's nearly double the standard. So we should get a better lock. So I'm going to get them on and see how those go. Also you get a little bag of bits and pieces here. And you do get some gears here to go in the rear, I think, to put under drive. On the rear axle, so we'll get that. Just a few stickers here. Nice shiny sticker. So, also, while I'm doing that, I'm going to put some new links on, some metal links. These are the alloy links, high clearance. So put these on at the same time. So we'll get started with that then. So first of all, I'm going to put all the little pivots in these links. So if you've never done this before, it can be a very awkward little job. These are very small. There's very small little rubber washers to go on the end. So get a container first and pour them out so I don't lose them. So you can see how small they are. So the idea is to get one of the little washers and put it over one end first. So I can see this is going to be a long job. I've got one to start with. So I've got that on one end. So now put that through the link. And once we've pushed it through, we've got to get, if you can see that, get one on the other end. So that's that one done. So I'll get all of the links done. So a bit of patience with these, and they come together do take a bit of time, but you just can't rush. You've just got to persist in it until you get them done. So that's all them done now. They can just go to the side. So we'll get the wheels taken off and get started with the axles next job. So this is the front axle already now with links on. Hopefully it's just to go on. So they are a bit fiddly, all these small parts, but we'll get that one on next. Alright, so I've got all that mounted up. All the links are underneath. So we'll get into that one now and then go from there. Alright, so first job with this rear axle here is to take it apart and put these underdrive gears in it. So we'll get started with that. While I'm doing this as well, I'll be able to find out if there's any grease in these, which I should have really checked to my front before I fitted that. So as you can see, there is plenty of grease in there. Push that a bit closer for you. It will pack well with grease. Right, so that's got that back together now. As you can see, it's quite a big job to do that, which, well, it makes it an awkward job because it's so small. Could have probably done a 1/10 a lot quicker. But anyway, that's back together there now, so now we need to, his next job is just to get this ready and put the link riser on top. So the next thing to do is to get this axle off here. So I've got the wheels off first. Just take the screws out now and remove the axle. So that's the axle off. So the new links mounted on the new axle. So after looking at the profile of this old axle, and this is the new axle, the link riser sits a little bit higher, and as this sits right on top of the battery, I think I'm going to change the link risers round and put the old link riser back onto the new axle, and that'll just be, it's a lot lower profile, so we'll get that done next. So they've made them slightly different, and they're not interchangeable. Right, so just curious about the overdrive underdrive, so get some markers on here and just see what it goes like. So it's definitely a little bit faster as the front wheel, but not considerable. We'll just see how it goes when I get it out there onto some rocks. So the conclusion with these axles is that there's a little bit of weight on the front, so it does give you some extra weight, and it definitely does give you a tighter steering radius. So I need to get out really on some bigger rocks and see how it goes on these out in the real world. But I definitely like the look of these axles, so we'll just see how they go. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you do. Thank you.